Hi guys! So, for today's tutorial, I am wanting to just sit down and do my usual. Just do what I always do and just sit and play with some makeup today. I think I do have a fair idea on what I'm actually wanting to do today though, so I'll give you a wee bit of a rundown first of all. So I'm actually wanting to do something very cool tone today, but I was also wanting to do something a cool tone smoky eye with a pop of colour, because last year I had done a couple of tutorials, quite a few actually, where I had done just like a neutral smoky eye with a pop of colour in the centre, or like in the inner corner, sorry, and I love those eye makeup looks. I absolutely love them. I had done purple, yellow, blue, love it. So I was actually wanting to maybe do something more cool toned and maybe like a cool toned pop of colour, but I don't know what colours are cool toned apart from blue. So I think I'm going to try and do like a smoky cool toned eye with like a pop of blue somewhere. So I've lifted out the P. Louise base, and the palette I'm going to be using today is my current favourite palette actually, and it's the Be Perfect Cosmetics Clientele palette. It's in collaboration with Ja Cosmetics. I'm pretty sure she is an Australian makeup artist, and that's what it looks like here. So I know you're probably thinking there's not a lot of cool tones in this palette. I agree, there's not. But I'm thinking of these three shades on here. Starting on my base first, I'm going to be taking the Tarte Quench Hydrating Primer first of all. Oh, this new primer's quite nice actually. It's just like a moisturiser really. For goodness sake. There we go. Ugh. I put some fake tan on last night and I stink. I smell like a mixture between a soggy biscuit and a tub of curry. Love that. Then for foundation, I lifted out the Huda Beauty foundation stick. Now, as you know, or if you know, I obviously bought this last year, and for some reason I thought it was a great idea to get a different shade in the foundation stick as to what I am in the just like the liquid foundation. So this is the shade Tres Leches. Basically it is too dark for me, but I thought because I have a wee bit of tan on, it might be okay. We try it today as a foundation. It still looks a wee bit dark though, doesn't it? Shit. Okay, so I have the Nars Sheer Glow. I know there might be a wee bit of a contrast between my face and my neck, but once we have everything on, it'll all come together. And then for concealer, I'm taking the Juvia's Place concealer in the shade 22. God, this is such a year for concealers already. I'm obsessed with now this. I love the Holly Boon concealer, the HNB Cosmetics concealer. The GR Forever Skin concealer is amazing. These brands are just absolutely killing it with concealers. Do you know what I'm actually really surprised about with this concealer though? The fact that it's so nice on the skin. And I don't mean that to sound how it sounds. But what I mean by that is it looks really nice and creamy on the skin. I've heard a lot about Juvia's Place concealers and foundations and them just being like really full coverage and stuff. So I was expecting this concealer to be a really full coverage, a matte finish, cakey looking. But you know what I mean? I wasn't expecting it to look so nice and not hydrating, because I don't want to say hydrating, but nice and creamy and radiant within my under eyes. It just looks so nice. It really does. It looks so nice. So you can actually get this on Superdrug, by the way. I'll obviously have it linked down below for you. And then to cream bronze, I'm taking my MUA Pro Base foundation stick. Okay, so for highlight I'm taking Dull Beauty in the shade Shine Bright, this wee one here. We're nearly done. Oh my god, what am I doing? I haven't set my skin yet. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, so we're going back a couple of steps and I'm taking the HNB Holly Burden Soft Focus Powder. So do you know, I was wondering as well why I was creasing so badly at my under eyes. And then I'm going to take some of the Morphe setting spray. I'm going to take this one from Colourpop in the shade Foxy. It's just one of their powder, or pressed powder blushes, sorry. I do apologise because I don't actually think you can get this anymore. I'm not too sure. If you can get it, I'll obviously link it down below, and if you can, I will link a similar blush, but it's amazing. It's so good. It's kind of very similar to the L'Oreal Ice Peach blush. Oh, I've hit pan. Nice. But it's really nice. It's like the most gorgeous colour ever. It's just perfect. Do you know what really confuses me as to why Colourpop still has not brought out bronzers? Like, I know they have bronzers, but it's only like 2. They only have like 2 bronzers and they're both crap. I'm just gonna say that they're crap and they're not the best. But like, the fact that they come out with so many things, and it's just like, did they just forget about bronzer? I'm taking the Shapeshifter palette from Be Perfect Cosmetics. I've been using this quite a lot recently actually, you know, and I've been taking just this shade here. So somebody left me a comment a couple of days ago actually, I think it was Friday's tutorial maybe, asking was this the broken bronzer brush? And yes it is, I still use it every damn day. You just don't see it. But I literally just use it to put a bit of bronzer up the sides of my nose. Basically, if you've been with me for years, this brush I had from the very beginning of me starting my YouTube channel. I've had it for years, even before I started doing YouTube or anything. It did have a handle. I lost it. It had more hairs and it looked more fluffy than this. And yeah. I still use it. It's amazing. It's so good. So as I was saying, I'm going to be taking the Be Perfect Cosmetics gel palette. Of course, again, feel free to use my code. I feel like this is the year where I'm not going to care and I'm just going to be like, do you know what, everybody else does it, I'm going to do it. Use my code. I only have like one discount code and I'm proud of it, so use it. Of course, I'm going to be using my brushes. My wee brush collab with Buff and Blend. Look at this state of these brushes. You could tell that my previous tutorials were green and like a purpley colour. I was supposed to wash these last night, but clearly didn't. What am I gonna do? I just gave my brushes a wee quick clean. They're still disgusting with this wee thing here. I'm sorry I'm such a minger. Honestly, I'm so sorry. But yeah. I'm going to take Cloudy first actually, so this grey shade here. I'm going to be taking this just on my big fluffy brush, the 01 brush. And I'm just going to first of all just focus this. Just at that outer corner. Is there pink or purple coming off this brush? So literally just blending this within the crease. Kind of keeping it within the crease, but obviously whenever I'm blending it's blending it within the upper crease, brow bone, all that good stuff. I'm gonna kind of blend it out as well. So I'm now going to be taking my 06 brush and Shady. This shade here. Taking the Shady shade. Taking the Shady shade and the 06 brush. I'm just going to pack this on first of all, just at the outer corner. I'm just going to bring it over the lid as well. But I'm going to go back into the first brush and go into Shady. think I'm actually just going to use a wee bit of the black from the gel palette. But just pat on enough just to darken it up a bit. Okay, so I just went off camera there and done the other eye, and I put a wee bit of the Pillowies base just in my waterline, just gonna see if this is the shade I want to go with, and it is. So I'm going to take my 06 brush and go back into the palette, go in with the black shade, and just pack some of this black shade, just very little still, over the lids. And in with my 01. Just gonna blend everything out. So I'm going to go back into the Pillowies eyeshadow base again, and I'm going to take my 02 brush, just this wee brush here, and I slightly load up that brush a bit. I'm really nervous. I don't know how much. Oh, I look weird. Wow, okay, questionable. Holy crap. I'm gonna go into my wee petite blender now. I'm gonna try and blend this out a wee bit before it dries. Oh, that's blending out really easy. So you can get Pillowies products on Be Perfect Cosmetics, by the way, and you can use my code for 20% off. 20% off any Pillowies products, which I think is really good. And then just back in again, and again, just blending this out. So I have the Aurora Glow Kit by Anastasia Beverly Hills. This wee one here, because I want to put something else on top of that blue. So we have this blue here, and then I have a Colourpop Super Shock Shadow in Ice Dream. So it's just like a nice white, but it has a shift of blue. We'll use this just to see what it's like, and then maybe top it with the Colourpop one. I'm also going to be taking my wee 05 brush, just the wee flat packing brush. Oh my goodness, I hit pan! That's the second time today I've hit pan on something. Woohoo! Then I'm going to take a wee bit of the Colourpop Super Shock Shadow. I'm not too sure if they still have this in stock or anything, because I know they kind of discontinue a lot of their Super Shock Shadows. So just on the same brush, and just right at that inner corner. This might be a wee bit too much. I don't know, what do you think? That is lashes on. I've just done my lip liner off camera there, and I used the Juvia's Place lip liner in the shade So Rare. So I'll obviously link that down below for you. But for my lashes, these were actually kindly gifted to me by a wee small brand from Switzerland. So these are the ShayP lashes, and I usually, at the minute, I'm constantly using like wee half lashes, and it was so weird to try and put on like a full strip of lash, and I'm actually really happy with how they look. They look stunning, absolutely gorgeous. So I will link these down below, and this is the packaging. How beautiful. Lovely. To finish off my lips, I'm taking Milk Cosmetics lip paint in Ibiza. I do apologise that I keep on using this, but I'm trying to get rid of it. It's nearly done. When I go in to the glow palette again, the Aurora Glow palette, zoom these in a wee bit, and I'm just going to take the Precise blending brush, my wee one here, and a wee bit of that blue. Just the tiniest wee bit. And I'm just wanting to focus it just right in that corner. And kind of blend it up towards that way. Drag a wee bit of that along the lower lash line just at the inner corner. I love how this has turned out, guys. I absolutely love it. I think what has really pulled it together is the inner corners. The Anastasia Aurora palette and that wee Super Shock shadow from Colourpop. And thank you so much for watching. I will have all the products that I did use listed and linked down below in the description box for you, along with my Instagram and a wee direct link where you can go and purchase my brushes. So again, I was able to create another look just using my brushes and my brushes only. Basically, I just know I wanted to create an eyeshadow brush set that all you needed was my brushes to create any type of eye makeup look, anything, with just my brushes alone. But yeah, I absolutely love my wee brushes. They're so versatile. I absolutely love them, and I'm so happy that there are so many of you that are still receiving your brushes. I love seeing you send me pictures of them, receiving them and all that good stuff. So keep it coming. But anyway guys, thank you so much for watching this tutorial, and I hope to see you in my next video.